Even though he's not exactly mining super healthily, he is actually mining a little bit from that natural. And frankly, if you just look at the drone saturation and stuff, I actually think it's better mining than Reynor has right now, even though Reynor's on a fresher base.
Yeah, I mean, this 12 o'clock was never going to get up. Skillous would have had to be silly not to at least check just around those sort of positions. And yeah, Skillous is just going to be able to, I mean, I'm not really a believer in these spores and stuff. I actually think with this amount of Archons, remember he's got like a couple Tempest upgrade too. Like, I think he's just going to go for it, and he goes, and well, so far, looking all right for Skillous. I mean, a couple carries got abducted in. Yes, the Voids are going to have to back it up a little bit. All of these ultras going down, man. There's actually a kind of a layer of spores that still sits underneath this, and actually for now, does hold off a little bit, which means this game will go on.
Yeah, there's just no interceptors left over right now, so Skillous needs a little bit more time. But here's the thing, time still favors Skillous because every second that goes by, Skillous is at least mining a little bit more, can reinforce with more Archons and the units like that. Reynor can make Zerglings and Roaches right now. That's it. So there's not really reinforcements coming for Reynor.
Yeah, if he could reinforce, actually, maybe he'd start to be okay, because Skillous, it wasn't the prettiest fight, actually, at the end of the day. I thought he was going to do a bit better than that. He kind of went full throttle in. I thought he might do a bit more kind of back and forth action initially. He did not. So yeah, Reynor, if he had reinforcements, it might look okay. He has got that Viper that abducts again. Another carrier goes down. I mean, Corrosive Biles connect too? Is there a world that this is actually going to go Reynor's way in? Like,
there's only 3 interceptors.
Yeah, there's only 3 interceptors. The one Voider is low HP. The Corruptor's actually going to start to fight it. The Viper gets out of there. The carriers, one of them goes down. But losing Corruptors, he's about to have a new Spire, Fear Dragon, and that means you're actually going to be able to reproduce. And Reynor is actually putting himself into something of a winning position right now. I can't quite believe it's happening, actually.
I think he's like done it, because now he grabs the last Tempest. There's only a Void Ray left over that can actually attack right now effectively, as Void Ray gets taken out. Skillous tapped out. Reynor comes back in the most unbelievable way. I'm speechless right now.
Let's see if we can turn this 0.2% win chance for Maru into a maybe 1 or 2%. You know, if Maru plays really flawlessly and HeRoMaRinE makes a few mistakes, there's a chance. I mean, it's happened. There's been comebacks before. Right now, it's dire. As long as you're surviving, it's a win. As long as you're inching closer to max out. HeRoMaRiNE's starting to bank resources. He's maxed. It's on HeRoMaRinE to force a trade right now.
And he actually was looking for it, thought he could do it, thought he could just bulldozer Maru over, but very nicely placed tanks from Maru, just enough Marines to protect them in location as well, and still keeping equal on those upgrades. So the Marine count is inferior, the Marines themselves are not. Not a terrible situation that Maru has found himself in. At one point down 40 SCVs, this is actually surprisingly great. And Maru is he's trying to kind of skip the max out, right? Like if he can keep his supply at this level and then afford the starports and still live, then he's
Yeah, I think HeRoMaRiNE's getting a bit too stiff in his play. He seems over-eager to finish it right now. You know, that stim in. I like that he didn't commit. He pulled back. It was a terrible angle. But the way he's using his army, right now, Maru has only the dregs. HeRoMaRiNE stimming into the siege tanks. A bit of a wild push. He does take out a few tanks, get some of his siege tanks forward on the left. Those tanks need to siege up. They are just walking in. It's getting sloppy from HeRoMaRiNE at this point. HeRoMaRiNE doesn't even know about the base in the bottom right. He needs to go shut that 4th base down. There's no need to be fighting out here.
His evaluation this game could be off because of that 4th base. Absolutely, a single Marine over there could just widen the potential of HeRoMaRiNE. You know, he's have another spot to actually push and pressure Maru in, but he doesn't know about it. It's never going to be pressured. It is nice and safe, tucked into that corner, and HeRoMaRiNE starting to get maybe too insistent on this particular place. He is finally going to get that drop in. The Vikings a little off to the right side, means that HeRoMaRiNE fully unloads, but his Marines aren't really that well protected.
Yeah, those tanks got interference matrixed. He was relying on those tanks on the low ground, firing on Maru's Marines as they ran up to deal with it. Maru answered with a few interference matrixes. His tanks blast HeRoMaRiNE's tanks, and Maru takes a supply lead. 26 Vikings for Maru. Maru, this is a doom push. He wants HeRoMaRiNE to fight this front on, because he knows he's just gonna, even though he's down on Ravens, those Ravens aren't gonna have a chance to land many spells. HeRoMaRiNE, if he can ambush the push, it's good, but that's a ramp. I don't know if this is the fight that HeRoMaRiNE needed. He lands some interference matrices. Is it enough? I don't think so. The auto turrets go down. The Vikings crushing the air battle for Maru. And Maru, I think he might be making the incredible comeback, the one we could not believe. We discounted it. We said there's no way he's getting back in this game. But Maru, his economy, his infrastructure, nowhere near the level of HeRoMaRiNE's. But he says one supercharged army, masses of Vikings control the skies and absolutely countered a massive portion of HeRoMaRiNE's supply with that.
This Viking number of Maru is actually just, it's so much better than whatever HeRoMaRiNE can muster up here. His Raven's not really looking all that helpful as the interference matrix tanks that can't die because nothing else is here for HeRoMaRiNE.
Oh my lord! I mean, the Ravens are so powerful at shutting down the tanks, but Maru here, almost like a surprise maneuver, comes out with almost 30 Vikings, and it makes his tanks so much more useful. When you can shut down your opponent's units at such a range, you can make it work. And dude, the king of comebacks, and he doesn't even break his sweat. He's like, yeah, just another game, no worries. You're a madman, Maru. How do you keep pulling off comebacks like this?
Getting ready for another attack. This army is so silly. Like, Ryung has to take the greatest engagement. It's possible. It's possible.
Oh, these medevacs. Don't mind us.
Okay, get some decent EMPs off. Here comes the disruption ball. There you go.
Okay, he's gonna just inch in here. And, I mean, he's going to kill off this CC. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And now he's going to come down to the planetary. Is this an overextension, though?
Well, a lot of EMPs going off. The planetary is getting some serious work done as well.
There's a lot of SCVs repairing this. It's like kind of barely hanging on. Yeah. Or it was.
Well, he does end up losing there, unfortunately. Ryung with quite the effort here. Oh, some Psystorm drops get off on his army. The interceptors are going down in size, with the Colossi putting out a lot of damage here. Prism bringing in more Zealots. He has to retreat a little bit. Dude, like, Ryung is doing as well as you could expect anyone to do from this spot.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing amazingly. And look at this recall. Oh, Zest. Just, you know, not going to overextend.
Yeah, he's
so patient.
This is the most careful game that we've seen him play in a long time.
He's going to try to come down again. And keep in mind, you know, Protoss can trade off some units. They have so many bases they can rebuild. Terran is barely into this and doesn't have enough patches to mine from where they can make it work. All right, the Marines are going to try to obliterate the interceptors first.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's going to get some Psystorms off now. Drops them out of that Prism. This is a lot of damage up, but the interceptors are gone.
Yeah, the interceptors are all gone. There's
if only the Colossi weren't there, like, he would have a shot at killing this army.
Sure.
The Colossi, though, are adding so much damage against this mass Marine ball. And, I mean, Ryung is trying to take the fight as best he can. He does not have a bank behind this, while Zest does. So even if he kills this off, he needs to do that, like, twice more.
An angle that's not going to be favorable to him.
Zest can trade at a really poor deficit, and it's going to be a victory for him. Just any trading is good for him at this point.
Well, that's the thing, is he has so many bases. You're just like, all right, we'll just like hit anything because I have, you know, what does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 7 bases total here.
Yeah, the EMPs are just awesome every time from Ryung.
Yeah.
His retreats are amazing, his building placements, his micro, but there's no macro to back it up, unfortunately. He's having such a hard time mining anything. He's mining from one base right now. Zest taking another base as we speak.
Yeah, nice storms coming down here. Again, Zest. Dude, I think Ryung actually wins this fight again.
This is insane.
This is like, oh, hold on. That's a lot of Zealots.
Yeah. The Colossi are just dealing so much damage. He's still going to clear it.
He's going to kill the 2 Colossi. Oh, hold on. There's a Warp Prism.
Dude, Ryung is truly good. He is trually good. Look at the things he is doing in this game. Like, he's actually up in supply right now. I have chills.
Well, it's
I can't even
pretty crazy.
Like, what am I?
He's got 2 bases now. It's going to be mass Archons, as you know. Zest knows a counterattack. He's got to brace for impact here. because he doesn't want to lose control of this game.
Dude,
but,
if
dude, there's a
Ryung
lot
gets
of
in
ghosts to the
here-
EMP.
It throws down a handful of EMPs on those Archons. They're just going to pop. Colossi, though, still going to put out a lot of damage.
Oh, probably not good to have that on the cannons, but he's going to have some extra EMPs here.
Yeah, he has a few more. Okay, backs up, backs up.
This is a crazy game.
This is...
Like, Ryung is just willing his way through this.
Dude, Ryung is doing everything, man. He's still got that Widow Mine up there, getting damage. This is the most tooth and nail I think I've ever seen anyone fight through anything. Ryung truly heroic this game. Throws down a bunch of EMPs.
Okay, the Archons just disappear, man. But the Colossi, the damage is a lot. The Stalkers are in a very good angle. Maybe there's enough, though. Push comes to shove, and he moves through.
God. Oh
Dude.
my God!
Dude!
Is Ryung doing it right now? What is going on here?
Is he the chosen gamer? Oh, no Archons for you,
I can't
friend.
even believe this. Zest has 0 army, just whatever he's warping in right now, which is mostly Archon base.
Keep in mind the exterior bases are really the minerals he has. I mean, the top 4 bases, most, I think, have been nearly and completely mined out. So, I mean, he basically has the second layer of bases below the top file or whatever you want to call that. And that's just 3 bases. Well, it's 2 now. There was 3. 1 just got killed off. So, this is kind of crazy, man. What?
Boy.
Where do those come from?
Yeah, that's too bad for Zest.
It's like,
right
remember
there.
game 1 from earlier today? GG!
Wow. And it's sad to see Zest go. Definitely one of the world's best Protoss players.
Nah, this is amazing.
And
Ryung is so sick.
That is insane that he won that game. It might see the second
Wait.
SCV coming.
Oh,
Oh my
the SCV
God.
began to have a seizure on the rocks.
He sees it! He sees it! He just cancels 2 drones. Pool coming!
Drones inbound.
Look at this. He's avoiding letting.
Oh, he sees it. Peekaboo.
Do you cancel his Maru or do you send more SCVs or what?
I don't know.
There's no, like, he has to get so lucky to get these
Maru's
barracks
got this sartosis.
Yeah, does
You're such a bias caster. Uh-oh, he's so good. Look how his SCV randomly went to the left.
There's a lot of RNG in that. Maru just keeps putting it on. He's like, come on, one time. Well,
Okay.
this is not looking
Maybe
too
this
hot.
one SCV will finish these 2 barracks.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is not optimal.
Not optimal. Yeah, that's one way to put it, dude.
Yeah.
How about he's totally boned? Okay.
Cyclone
go.
on the way.
Oh, not a good mouthfeel for Terran here. But I'll tell you what, Zerk mouthfeel, surprisingly, gushers.
Gushers.
Gushers, yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. This is all part of Maru's plan.
Yeah, no, he's got it. Now he's going to trap these in here and then win the game. Oh, wait a minute, maybe not.
He's got it. Now
He's got
see
it.
how he
He's
got
so
out of
good.
there?
Wait a minute.
Now the SCVs come.
I hope there's more math at the top here.
There is maybe nothing funnier than watching this Cyclone
Yeah.
and these SCVs try to kill this stuff. See
Benny-
that Cyclone?
Benny-
Oh, the kiting is real.
Seriously?
No problem, dude.
Kills the last roach. Say goodnight.
He's only lost 12 SCVs, a depot, and a barracks he was trying to build bases.
I gotta say, actually, Maru's played pretty well considering. It was a pretty decent hold.
Well, he's definitely a very good player.
Yeah. I think Maru, if he can hold this, man, I mean, we're at that peak.
All he needs to do is hold. You're right.
Yeah, he just needs to hold this off.
Well,
now.
maybe it's not all, but like,
But that's most of it.
yeah.
Okay, hold on. I think he should see that.
Solar is not really preparing for a longer game.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, that. Okay. Extra tank shot there.
Okay, he
Nidus was
actually
shut
denied
down.
that first Nidus.
Okay, he's going to put it out here. Now, this makes the attack a little bit worse. Well, actually, a lot of it worse.
Yeah, he really wanted the one to get off in the main, but
There are those Cyclones at it again.
Yeah,
Another
24
notch
kills
on the belt.
25 and 17. Craziness.
Okay.
It's like, what?
Guys,
That's fine.
I think Solar, I think he actually has to kill him right now.
Yeah. Well, I think he is going to. That is so many roaches.
Yeah, this is an insane amount of roaches. The tanks stand no chance. SCV's pulled to try to help out in the fight. This army is starting to thin out. There's still one tank just above these medevacs. It's doing a decent amount of damage, but here come those two Cyclones.
Yeah, the Cyclone's flanking.
He's got the
Dodging the biles.
There they go. Stay back now. The Cyclone usage is good.
No, come in, the Cyclones say.
Yeah.
But they turn around and run because they're cowards and they know the
That's
legend
right.
of the Cyclones.
Another night is coming up over here. Stoller very close to ending this. Maru hanging on by a thread. Cyclone's still in the game. Liberator coming into play. That'll draw some of those biles out.
Yeah, he has to get vision up there first, though.
Oh, that's a good point.
He actually gets rid of the Overseer, so
yeah,
now you can't
that's
see on
actually
the high
pretty
ground.
big. Worker count right now, 47 to 66, so economically, Solar's in a better spot. It's just that tech-wise, this doesn't allow him to have a good late game, but I think Solar could still do this.
Yeah, well, Solar he's a little bit all in, right? His economy's not that big. He's not getting more upgrades or anything. While Maru is getting +2 attack, he has better long-term units, so he's going to scale better army-wise. But he has to hold on first, right? He's lifted up his third base. Solar's army is still ridiculously strong.
Both the Cyclones are still there. One got killed, I think.
I think one
I
died.
see one. Oh, man. Well, he's a real hero. They will sing songs of him long after he's gone.
Yeah, totally they will.
Many, many gamers will name their BattleNet IDs after that Cyclone.
Yeah. His name was Cycly.
Yeah.
This one's Cloney.
Okay, can he actually... Oh, hold on. Okay, the Zerg's actually going to come around. This gives, like, no room to micro behind.
Look at how many tanks are up there, though!
Oh, that's pretty sick. And no vision to the high ground.
Yeah, not yet.
Here
All
we
right,
go.
now he
There's
gets
the
it.
Overseer.
Oh, good Biles right there.
How did that not kill both the tanks? Okay, anyways, the tank shots are still coming down.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Well, he gets one more tank, but every
Cyclone was
unit's
killed.
dying.
But the Cyclone was killed. He might lose now. By the way, Zerg on a fourth base. I mean, it's barely 3 bases for Terran.
Is Maru the greatest human?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was just checking.
He's the guy.
He doesn't have anything else going on for him right now, but he does have 2-2. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's important. Terran is not far from having 3-2, though.
My God, Maru.
We want to watch and see when the roach count thins out, because that's usually when the Zerg has to pull away.
I love that Maru is mining through this, by the way. I think a lot of players would move their SCVs.
Yeah.
No,
No,
but it's actually okay if they take hits. It doesn't matter.
Okay, coming
Like,
into tank
all he
shots
needs
and
is
Liberator
his army
shots.
live. Yeah. Oh my God, so many tanks back there as well.
Dude!
It's crazy.
I cannot believe this. He's going to take a fourth now.
Tell you what, if when Maru wins this, because it definitely looks like it's going that way, if Solar types GG and Maru types back a smiley face to him before he can leave the game, I will rename all my children to Maru. Okay? Because that'll be the single greatest thing. No, just all Maru.
You should do it.
All their names are Maru Simkowski.
Maru in green letters, Maru in purple letters.
That's great. The poor unlucky one where it's Maru in red letters. It's
Look,
like, damn.
he's got 2 more Cyclone pilots, this time driving Liberators.
Oh, those drones better watch out.
Oh my God. He's going to take this out. Zerg has no, as far as I can tell, not a real healthy transition here. Again, what Maru's doing is going to scale the longer the game goes on. And we've already been in this game actually for quite a while. By the way, there's a 5th base being taken at 12 o'clock.
Well, I don't even know, Tasteless, how to explain
I
how
think we're going to
impressive
have
this
a
guy is.
very good finals. That's what I got to say.
No, I think that
If I was Dark,
think
I'd
that
be shaking in my
Dark
boots.
is going to pick up his phone and act like someone's calling him and there's a family emergency and he has to go.
Yeah. He's going to be like, oh, my stomach hurts. I got to...
Dark, that's
Go
not even
home.
your phone. That's
Yeah.
a banana. He's like,
I'm so nervous. He's going to get this one, too. Look at this. Do you know how terrifying it has to be Solar right now? He's got almost no vision on the entire map. It's just like this, this stutter-stepping nightmare of an army just going around trading more efficiently.
Well, it looks like his last plan of attack here is just going to be to add a bunch of speed veins in. I guess we'll see how that goes. Right now, I'm fairly certain that Maru can't be stopped by anything.
Maru's at 3-3, by the way. So the scaling, we're finally at the point now where Maru is by far better as far as unit comp. Whenever you see like mass Roach Ravager, especially in the early game, it can be really scary, and a lot of times it can just run you over. But you're not going to that super powerful late game tech that we see a lot of other Zergs doing. Now he's going to go for the Banelings here. I think there's still a shot here, especially with a lot of Banelings. Oh, did I say Banelings? I meant never mind.
Oh, he throws some good vials down, but he's lost basically all the Banelings. The tanks are still sitting here shelling.
Yeah, he's actually surrounded. This is 360 degrees of Maru. GG.
He has Marauders unburrowing underneath the Ravagers to shoot them at this point.
Look at Solar's face. He's like, okay.
Let's take a look at Lilbow's vision. He sees nothing. He hasn't seen anything since the start of the game. Man, Hydra is playing so smart right now, and Lilbow, he's in for a very rough surprise. Forge going down, that's something, but he needs to fire up the Mothership Core as soon as possible.
All right, here come the Roaches and the Lings. Immediately that Zealot gets surrounded, picked off, and they're going to get to work on this pylon. Probe's going to come in, getting another pylon as it will unpower that Warp Gate research.
That's
no ability to make units now for Lilbow. Mothership Core is halfway done, but the first sentry's going to die across the gap. Running out of force fields is Lilbow.
That is so crucial, Nate. No Warp Gate, no additional Stalkers. He's walling off, he's buying time, but there's almost nothing to buy time for. These sentries are going to run out of energy real soon. Roaches will start streaming in, and there is no Photon Overcharge. What a good build here to pick by Hydra.
Roaches and Lings streaming across the map now as the probes come off the line to fight the Roaches. Hydra wants to continue his run here in Season 3 and shut down Lilbow's hopes for BlizzCon. More and more Roaches continuing to come. The Zerglings get inside. Sentries on the left side trying to fight. The probes have all been cleaned up, Roddy.
17, 18 workers going down, and Hydra is still not done. He has played an absolutely flawless series. He's up 20 supply. He's going to try to make it into the main base. Photon Overcharge might be available real soon, but it's still going to take forever before Lilbow can clean this up. Absolutely disastrous game for Lilbow, and just a very, very smart, strategy here by Hydra.
Even the Stalker gets cornered in the left side of the natural expansion. There's nothing here to fight for Lilbow. More sentries at the top of the ramp. 3 pylons trying desperately to find a way to salvage this game against the Titan that is Hydra. Has been dominating in WCS all year long.
Photon Overcharge will go down, but this Nexus is running very low on HP already. Zerglings will get cleaned up, but these Roaches should be able to get the final hits of this Nexus, and it's gonna go down as well. Well, Nate.
There's not much left to say, Kev. Lilbow pushed back onto 1 base against a 3-base Zerg with 42 drones, link speed on the way, more Queens, more Roaches.
He's gonna make nothing but units now, and Lilbow, he needs force fields straight out of heaven. He needs the absolute best force fields ever.
Yeah, this is going to be so difficult. He can push him from 2 sides. So many force fields be necessary. There's the pylon trying to set up, but here come the Roaches, here come the Lings, here come the Queens. Down both ramps, grabbing a couple of these Stalkers. The force fields will push the Roaches back. He's cleaned up most of the Lings. He's starting to get a little bit of footing here.
That's absolutely a great start there. He dropped, of course, a lot of force fields, but he didn't lose a single unit. Every single unit is extremely important right now for Lilbow because he's extremely all in. There is no transition from this. Army splites, 36 against 38. He has to be so careful where he goes with his army. This could still technically work, Nate.
Drones are coming off the natural. Hydra's going to try to shut down this push that Lilbow has. He moves back down the ramp, grabs a few of the Roaches, and one of these Queens should die as well. There's not much here to fight for Hydra, but that economy is slowly but surely paying off. He needs to keep landing those forces.
Wow.
Moving up towards the natural once again. He sees those units, comes up, grabs the ones coming from the drones are coming once again for Hydra.
That Protoss army looks so scary right now, Nate. There's no road speed, there is Zergling speed, but there is no static defenses. Hydra's gonna have to be so careful about how he wants to engage his army. Lilbow drops more good force fields. Drones are being pulled as well. Is he actually just turning this around now, Nate?
I mean, he's starting to make it happen. Gets the drones at the 3rd base, the Roaches at the 3rd as well. Those force fields have been really locking these units out of location for quite some time, and he's starting to cut into that economy. He's really digging into them now.
He's just not losing any units ever since this push started. Lilbow has barely lost anything. He can drop a force field on the ramp now. He's gonna get 3 more roaches. Lilbow on 1 base against a 3-base Zerg. He's actually making this work.
He's actually making it happen, Roddy, completely locking out Hydra in this position. There's the time warp holding them in place. GG! Lilbow keeps his dreams alive here at the World Championship Series.
Wow, talking about momentum, Nate, when you have a game like that where just everything goes wrong, you lose all your probes, you lose your nexus, and you think like this is pretty much the end, I'm just gonna run across the map and try to make it happen on 1 base, and then you do it. That's a cheeky smile, and that's a smile you get when you lose your natural, but you still win the game.